Hi, I'm Shannon and I'm going to be homeless.
Hello, I'm Nicole and I'm going to be homeless.
Hi, I'm Sophie and I'm going to be homeless.
Hello, my name is Jack and I'm going to be homeless.
To be honest, I'm looking forward to this experience because I'm someone who is quite spoiled in a way, and I feel like going out on the streets, living life as a homeless person is going to make me realise how much, people are actually suffering out in the world and how much I actually take for granted.
Right, for this we'll have to make sure we've got warm clothes, hats, scarves, anything that like adds extra layers to us to keep our body heated.
Waterproof clothes, preferably, in case it rains.
How do I feel about it? Anxious, I think, a little bit anxious. It's going to be the first time I've sort of stopped going out of my life and looked from another standpoint at everything. Because I'm just one of those sorts of people. I just go and I go and I go and I don't stop, and I'm just wrapped up in my own little world. This is going to be a great insider, looking into the lives of other people for a change and not just focused on my own. It's the first time I'm going to stop and see things differently and connect with other people that I wouldn't necessarily connect with. Food, got to buy that out of the budget.
Yeah,
we'll take a background sort of food, backup food, just in case something happens.
We're taking a £5.
Yeah.
£5 each.
Yeah, our rations, £5. To be honest, I'm dreading this experience, but it will be very interesting to do it and just to see how I cope, because I've never really been away from home other than like holidays and stuff, and it's just going to be really weird to not have a base to go back to. But the reason why we're going to use this camera is because it's also got infrared night vision.
It's small, it's compact, it runs on tape so we can get more footage onto the tape that we can.
We've also got like waterproof sheets to go over the cameras as well. They're easier to carry, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a lot more practical than big old HD cameras.
Yeah.
On the run up to this, like when we first had the idea, it sounded absolutely amazing to me. It sounded like a really cool piece of film to be making. It sounded like something that was really like interesting to be part of, as like part of a group of people doing this. It's going to be an amazing experience for me to have. At the same time, it's going to add some perspective for me.
I think we should be alright, as long as we just dress up warm and we've got a £5 budget and we've let everyone know that we need to let know that we're doing this and that we're going to be safe.
It's going to be hard, it's going to be dirty probably, but I'm ready for it. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be great to see how we all bond together, because we don't actually know each other that well. But I think we'll be okay. There might be arguments, there might be other things. We're going to learn a lot, and it's going to be a great key to looking into society in Britain in 2013.
There was a point in time for me when I was younger where I almost ended up homeless myself, but from there, things have improved for me, and I've ended up living in quite a comfortable housing now, and so it's nice to get this new perspective that could really have been how my life had turned out if I hadn't had the people there to support me when I needed them.
It will be quite good though. Be homeless, guys!
Yeah.
Woohoo!
The first thing we decided to do was arrange an interview with BIP to ascertain what to expect and to be given ideas about the best ways for us to prepare.
My name's Justin Donovan. I'm the project worker here at the Banbury Young Homelessness Project, but my main role is housing advice for young people that come in when they're in a housing crisis.
What does BIP exactly stand for?
BIP stands for the Banbury Young Homelessness Project. BIP was established back in 1991, so 20 odd years ago now, and basically BIP was set up as a place for young people who unfortunately found themselves in housing crisis.
But what advice would you give to anyone if they just suddenly found themselves homeless?
Well, obviously come and see us, and then we can look at what the options are for that young person who's in housing crisis.
Right, hey guys, Shannon here. Homeless tomorrow. Not looking forward to it at all. It's going to be hard, it's going to be long, it's going to drag on I think, but it's all in the name for the experience, isn't it? I'm going to have 3 people there to support me all the way. You know, we'll support each other. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock at night and I still haven't finished packing. Haven't even started actually.
And then obviously because we're going to be homeless for a few days, how much money do you think we should survive on?
Depends on your budgeting skills as well, obviously.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know, a lot of homeless people have got many different issues. Now, some homeless people have got alcohol and drug addictions, so therefore a lot of the money that they might claim through benefits gets spent on those things, unfortunately.
What advice would you specifically give us?
Just stay warm. Find shelter if you can. Obviously it can be difficult, but yeah, if you can, try and find sheltered areas.
Okay, so sleeping rough project preparation. I have sleeping bag. I don't know if I'm allowed to take one, but I'm going to try and sneak one anyway, just in case. Keep me nice and toasty. Thermal socks, just in case. Check the weather forecast. Due to snow, -7. Sorry. Woo! Can't wait for that.
We then went to interview the college nurse. We wanted advice from a professional on how to prepare for this event.
Oh, my name's Anna McClendon and I'm the college nurse here in the Oxfordshire Valley College. So I work 3 days a week on this campus, and there's another nurse also that works on the Oxford campus, so we share campuses. So it's a drop-in service, health service for students.
So it's the night before the homeless experiment, adventure, whatever it's called. I'm trying to pack my bag. I'm trying to think what to actually pack. It's quite hard to think what I can have and what I can't have. Like, can't take my phone, can't take my iPod. So I'm really thinking about what to wear as well, because the weather tomorrow is supposed to be really bad. It's supposed to be extremely cold. It might even snow tonight and tomorrow night, so we don't even know what's going to happen.
If you think about the fuel, so if you're going to be outside for 24 hours, you know, burning up calories that you wouldn't normally do to keep warm. So I'd be thinking about maybe eating plenty, even if it's, you know, the day before or the hours before that you leave, that you've got plenty of calories on board, so that if you are burning up extra calories, that you don't get too cold.
So in terms of what I'm going to wear, I'm thinking just like my regular camos. I have some thermals that I can like slam on underneath and then put on a couple of layers. I've already got some nice thermal socks as well. I used to work outdoors, so I've got some things that I got ready. They're going to come in handy.
Well, my concern probably is your safety, you know, because being out in Banbury for 24 hours, it's be quite an ordeal, I'm sure. So to make sure that people know where you are.
I'm going to show you what I'm taking with me. You know, got a blanket, thin blanket to use. Got a torch, probably a necessity, well it is in my point of view. Got some extra socks, because the nurse said that, you know, the main way of keeping warm is through your feet and legs, so taking that into consideration, and so I'm going to bring extra socks. Use a scarf to keep my chest warm.
I think it would be a really good experience. I know I'm saying worried about you, but actually it would be really interesting for you to experience what it would be like to be homeless. And I think, you know, things like the boredom, things like the walking around town, you know, after 2 hours in Banbury town centre, you've kind of had enough. Well, you've got 24 hours of being in Banbury.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to be packing for tomorrow. Got the bag from my neighbour. Got my snow boots to keep my feet warm. I've got a blanket to sit on, wrap around me, whatever. I've got a pack of cards in case we get bored. I've got my bank card in case of emergencies. I've got some gloves to keep my hands warm. I've got a hat. I've got £5, so that's all we're allowed to spend. So that's what I've got. And I just bought some cheap energy drinks because I have to drink.
We notified the police and sadly no one was available for an interview. However, we got a reference number if needed.
What did I think about students going out and spending the night? without shelter and food and stuff. I thought it was quite... I was a bit scared at first because of being a tutor and stuff, that you have to really think about what your students are doing because you don't want to put them at risk in any way. But at this level, H&D, so it's level 4 and 5, they should be taking risks, and I had to let go.
I have thermal underlaying of my clothes, what I'm going to wear, long sleeve top, nice little thermal scarf, keep me nice and toasty.
So they investigated the areas not to go to, they informed the police, so everything was taken care of in terms of them being safe. I think it's a really strong documentary idea, and they're doing it as a reflective piece, so they're going to be looking back all the time at the making of it. I think they're going to get some interesting results.
Pile of clothes here. Yeah. It's a ex-military jacket, like a leather jacket, so I should be able to... I'll wear one of them, and that'll keep me quite warm. We got some painting sheets and stuff. Just regular sort of gear.
In this weather, I think being outside is definitely a challenge. At college we get a lot of students that come through BIP to us, or at times are homeless, and I think it's a really good video raising awareness of that. The methods that they're using are appropriate, and today, with today's documentary, sort of with how documentaries are produced at the moment, the filmmakers have to become engaged with it. So I think it's perfect. A noble cause. Be interested to see how they actually do for 24 hours.
I'm going to go to bed now, ready for tomorrow, so peace out.
See you in the morning.
So, good night.
Okay.
Our adventure.
This is us happy, you wait till later.
I didn't realise it. We're going into town to see who we can find. Yeah, what we can find.
Pardon me, I'm ready to go home now.
Oh my god. How are you going to open your canned beans, Jack?
They've got wrinkles on them.
Wrinkles?
Yeah, wrinkles. Yeah, wrinkled beans. It's like a new brand coming out, like from Mexico.
What?
Yeah, wrinkled beans.
Have you never heard of wrinkled beans before? No.
Yeah, they're nice.
What are they? I thought they were like Heinz beans.
No. They've got like ridges in them and like holds this, like sauce in it better. They get more flavour from them.
Do you know who the idiot of the day is? This in two ways. Huh?
Now.
That's how cold it is.
How funny it is. We've got to live in this tonight. Tonight, where are we going to sleep?
This bit, this is obviously Banbury. This down here is towards Bodycut. And then as we go up, we've got Adderbury and Bloxham.
Yeah, if we just hang around in town today, see what we can get, see who we can meet, and then shall we say about like 4 o'clock we start making our way somewhere?
Anyone want some lunch?
It's snowing. We're going to go to Poundland and spend our £5 budget.
Yeah, that'll do. Just throw that in there.
Look at the weather.
I'm going home. Gonna put my jacket on because it's actually, I'm pretty sure it's in the minuses. Being vulnerable, I think we all are a bit vulnerable.
Oh, down my neck! So we're packing beans in the snow. How are you feeling, Jack?
I'm feeling alright. I'm not too cold at the minute. I've got my stick layers on, so I've got myself in the now.
Yeah. It's snowing heavy, it's minuses. You can see my hands are red. I've only just took my gloves off about 2 minutes ago as well. We're debating our plan because obviously the weather, and we're all quite cold and we're all quite tired because we've got heavy stuff on our back, so we're all aching a bit. We couldn't find any homeless people in town today and they're always out, so I don't know where they're hiding. Where are you?
cold.
We went to Tesco and we bought 4 bottles of water. That was 68p, so we should have got some money left over. We went to Poundland, as you saw, and we bought tins of beans so we can have something to eat tonight. Because this weather's really, really bad, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to try head somewhere to try find like shelter. But if it gets worse, like I can't look at the snow, it's going in my eyes.
I'm going to be blunt and say it, I want to go home. I don't get how homeless people do this. It's getting in my eyes, it's really cold. I just want to go home. Sorted. Second that. Boom!
If you was actually homeless in this weather though, like, I wouldn't even know where to go.
I imagine there's lots of like shelters that
Yeah.
get set up around this sort of time, and
But how did they find out about them?
I imagine it's just something that like happens like you
Word
have
of
outside
mouth.
the church.
Yeah.
Like everyone sort of at least vaguely knows about that, and then from there you can learn.
You call this safe?
I'm not looking at the camera. Cold. Nasty. Despicable. It was definitely a lot different than I thought it'd be. You know, I did struggle a little bit with the temperature because, as we found out, it was one of the coldest days that they've recorded for 20 years. So the temperature was definitely something that we all struggled with, not just myself.
It was colder than I anticipated. I was tired, my body was aching. It was very hard. It's one of them things where the thing is, like, I tried it and it failed, and I'm sorry.
I think it went okay. We started off fine. We, you know, got beans, we got water. We were prepared for what was going to happen. However, just because the weather was really cold, there was blizzard snows and everything like that, I think it could have gone better.
I think there were things that we could have improved. People could have been better prepared. But I don't think the work ethic was there. But again, now, like, I'm feeling better about it.
I know I can say for myself that I wanted to call it quits maybe quite a bit early on, but I carried on for the rest of the team, you know, because it's not just my experience, it's theirs as well.
At the end of the day, I'm not homeless, and I have that luxury, and I don't know what it's like to have that luxury then taken away from me, and I experienced that, and I feel like I've come out and I've looked at things a bit differently than perhaps what I would have beforehand. And if I see someone on the streets now, you know, I'm going to stop and have a conversation with them. I'm not just going to walk past, you know, like I might have done before.
After the experience, though, I definitely feel I understand the situation that homeless people are in now. I mean, I don't know how they do it. I really don't. I don't know where to. I wouldn't know where to go at all. So it's definitely changed my perception about how I feel about homeless people. I do feel really sympathetic for them, and if I definitely see one, of course I'll help them or buy them a cup of tea or something, because I do now understand how hard it must be.
It's opened my eyes to it again. It's given me a lot more clarity. I'm a lot more grateful for getting home and sitting at my computer and being comfortable.
It's going to be something that I'm going to keep and remember, and I feel like that's really important.
You know, I'm glad I did it. I've learnt a lot from it, and now it's just a case of moving forward and experiencing something new, I guess.
And it's quite good for me to say in a few years, oh yeah, I did try to be homeless, even if it didn't work out quite how we wanted it to. It's still quite a good experience to have.